innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses continue to work together to make a difference now and shape the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I have a special message for Auburn, Steve, but only Auburn. If you live anywhere near Auburn, I don't want to hear from you. This is just for Auburn. You can get your bourbon, you can get your bacon, all right? It's coming close to you, Auburn. All right, now Lakewood, stop listening, Lakewood. We're not talking to you. Just Auburn. Bourbon and Bacon Fest, headed to Tacoma. That's right, Steve.
I mean, Lakewood could go too, man.
Only Auburn. No Puyallup. No Lakewood. Actually, man, this is cool. You South Enders, man, you know you love your bourbon, you love your bacon, and yeah, Bourbon and Bacon Fest this year, going to Tacoma Armory, distilleries from all over the U.S. pouring the beverages you love, and restaurants giving you the bacon treats that you love. Bourbon and Bacon Fest now headed to Tacoma. So yes, buddy, Fetty Way, you know what's up. But again, I'm only talking to Auburn. Are we clear about it? You guys aren't following this. You guys
Other cities like pork too.
You're breaking the rules, man. Yeah, you want to get your tickets to Bourbon and Bacon Fest, you know what you got to do. Go to KISW.com. Bourbon and Bacon Fest, benefiting our friends at Treehouse.
Let's play B-Mix.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix, you're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix. And it's time to turn down for Thursday.
Charge out for what?
Oh, yeah, Friday Junior, baby.
Yeah, so close.
Woo! There, baby.
But we got to get through this Thursday.
Do we, though?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fine.
Or at least get through this segment so maybe Steve can get a loss in this column.
Oh, man.
Or a win.
Impartial.
Yeah, he's very impartial.
I should be, but I am not.
He's super partial.
We've got Dave and Everett to take on Steve. Dave, are you there, sir?
He will be. There he is.
I am here. Good morning, guys.
Nice. Good morning. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Ravi's playing for a pair of tickets to Enduro Cross, which is happening at the Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett on October 27th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. You want tickets, you can get them now at angelofthewindsarena.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Dave will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Dave, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready to win.
What 2-word slogan was used in the 1840s to justify the U.S. expanding across North America to the Pacific Ocean?
Pass.
Bert, Ernie, and Big Bird are all longtime residents of what fictional address?
Sesame Street.
Yes.
Sesame Street.
What bird is depicted in the national emblem of the United States?
Pass.
What car device?
Eagle.
Yes. What car device records the number of miles driven?
The odometer.
Yes. Who became Prime Minister of Cuba in 1959?
Castro.
Yes. What is the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet?
Delta.
Yes. What U.S. city is nicknamed the Motor City?
Detroit.
Yes. Who coached the Chicago Bulls to their first NBA championship in 91?
Pass.
After his stint as Robin, what new persona did Dick Grayson adopt?
Pass.
To get married, it's said it is to tie the what?
Not.
Yes. What two
Phil
words?
Jackson was the bold one.
Yes. And that gets you 8 out of 10.
Oh, not too shabby.
That's a pretty good score there.
It's going to be close because you were going deep with that Robin question.
It is.
Yeah, you go. I mean,
I went a bit extra
Yeah,
deep on the
because
you're
geekdom on
excited
that.
for the movie coming out or something, aren't you?
Yeah, whatever that is, I'm kind of interested in.
All right.
I mean,
Whatever. That's what a lot of people have been saying about that particular.
exactly. And I don't even know when it's coming out or where it's coming out. You
Yeah.
just see trailers for it.
Yeah. I'm interested, but I will see if Steve knows. I can't remember if he knows this or not.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I was going deep enough. I'm hoping he doesn't, but then.
I'm going to predict he does.
Wow.
Wow. He'll have some good geek cred if he does.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That'll be weird. Steve with geek cred?
I know.
I don't know.
You guy knows that. Yeah.
Good answer.
He's got geek cred. He just doesn't have
Booster
speed cred.
Gold.
Yeah.
Booster Gold for life.
That's right.
Are you-
Shout out to Ty from Hawaii who sent me a copy of Booster Gold comic book.
Wasn't that cool?
It was awesome.
Very funny.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What two-word slogan was used in the 1840s to justify the U.S. expanding across North America to the Pacific Ocean?
Go West.
No.
What two-word what?
Two-word slogan was...
Slogan.
Yep.
Party time.
No.
F you.
No. Bert, Ernie, and Big Bird are all longtime residents of what...
Sesame Street.
Yes. What bird is depicted on the national emblem of the United States?
Eagle.
Yes. What car device records the number of miles driven?
Odometer.
Yes. Who became Prime Minister of Cuba in 1959?
Fidel Castro.
Yes. What is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet?
Delta.
Yes. What U.S. city is nicknamed the Motor City?
Detroit.
Yes. Who coached the Chicago Bulls to their first NBA championship?
Phil Jackson.
Yes. After his stint as Robin, what new persona did Dick Grayson adopt?
Oh, man. Chicken Man.
No.
Chicken
Nightwing.
Man.
What was that?
Nightwing.
Yes. To get married, it said, is to tie the what?
Knot.
Yes. And Steve, you win 9 to 8.
Sorry, Dave.
baby.
Damn.
Yeah, Nightwing was the difference maker.
It was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't believe Steve knows that.
Damn it.
Hold it.
I feel like I'm greatest in the world. Greatest in the world.
That's right. Give me my geek cred.
I know. He's got geek cred now. Wow.
Put me on Geek Nation.
How do you know Nightwing? How would you know?
I know. That's the one I thought you wouldn't.
Feel like the
Because of the last movie. Where we talked about it. And I knew that. Because Robin made it look like he's going off to do stuff. And we're like, oh, he's going to become Nightwing.
Oh, that's right.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
He's
Yeah.
like, you should go by your real name, Robin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Forgot all about that.
Man, I thought I was going to have one that would have you stumped.
There are parts of movies that Steve, like, he doesn't even, he sleeps through all
Yeah,
the
I
movies,
figured
but he
he
was
slept
awake for
through
that.
it.
Man.
Wow.
All right, good for Steve.
You get your geek cred for now.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys need to do an episode of BJ Shea's Geek Nation about me.
About you?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you going to join?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so we're just going to talk
Yeah.
about how
Yeah,
much
talk
of a
about
geek
Steve. Let me
is.
know if you need any information about my geekdom.
No problem, buddy.
Yeah, sure. The only one that both of you guys missed, the two-word slogan that was used in the 1840s to justify the U.S. expanding across North America to the Pacific Ocean.
Does anybody know? I don't know.
Manifest Destiny.
Oh, I remember that. That was.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh, wow. We studied that in school. I guess I didn't know what it was about.
Oh, you didn't participate in it?
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Congratulations, Steve. You won with 9 correct.
Well, call number 9. You're going to be checking out the Enduro Cross at Angel of the Winds Arena on October 27th. Caller number 9, 206-421-ROCK. Of course, big hurricane going on down in the panhandle of Florida. And whenever there's extreme weather, you know they got to send out the folks. The Weather Channel has to always have the designated, hey, I'm in the storm person.
Sometimes, I mean, I understand that you want to give the vibe when you're watching, oh, this is the craziness that's going on. But at some point, you got to, maybe we should put the kibosh on sending these reporters
What are you,
out there.
crazy? Come on, then. What are the old people going to watch?
What's going to happen, man, when at some point one of these reporters dies?
What do you think the old people are betting on? All right, there's bingo and there's the weatherman Deadpool, right? And Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel, man, I think someone should get him in the Deadpool because they throw him out there. He was in Panama City Beach, and that's when Hurricane Michael tore through there yesterday. He had to dodge flying debris on live TV, then decided to wear a softball helmet through the rest of the segment.
I tried to get down on the beach with my cameraman, but the sand is relentless. I mean, because... Hold on, guys. Just give Give me a second here. Hey, give me that helmet. Give me the helmet.
Yeah.
Is there a softball game going on?
Hold this. What? Give me that. All right. Welcome to live television, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, Jim. Yeah, there you go.
Dude, yeah, there's things flying right at him.
That's awesome. Yeah, and the camera, man, I mean, that dude's getting blown around, too. There's just droplets all over the lens.
That guy gets no cred. He's not even on TV, the cameraman.
You're absolutely right. Oh, he looks
there
good
he
in
is with the helmet.
He looks good, doesn't he?
Why do they have a helmet just handy?
Well, you just never know. You got to make sure you got everything ready. Yeah, I don't know why there's a softball helmet as part of the gear you bring along.
Wait, somebody else was wearing that helmet, and he told them to give him the helmet.
Oh, so he took it from somebody else.
It looks like a lot of the cameramen have the helmets already on, so everyone else is already equipped with the helmets, except for Jim.
So maybe hopefully they had an extra.
They must have.
Somebody couldn't just like all of a sudden, all right, your head's not as important as mine.
Well, he is Jim Cantore.
It does look, it does look like it's really bad out there. And now granted, we've seen other weather reports where people make it look like they're in a big storm and then people are just walking around regular.
Right.
So I don't know.
This one looks more intense.
Yeah, it does. I guess they said it's the biggest storm to hit the U.S. or the continental U.S. ever in a long time. So, yeah.
Do you think when you're one of those guys that does the on-the-street reporting, whether it be a weatherman or whether it be sometimes with the other stuff, like the Jim Formans of the world, when you see something that's pretty messed up going on, you're just like, man, should I just turn my phone off? I don't even want to go and deal with this. Because you know you're going to be the one that they're going to send.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Florida, and boy, yeah, those hurricanes, they suck. Mm-hmm. It's just like, and it's every season, like every year, you have a warning or whatever, extreme weather. It really sucks.
Do they have like a better insurance plan than the in-studio reporters?
Yeah, well, and I know like California, you got to get earthquake insurance, and I can't remember if we paid extra for hurricane insurance in Florida. It's been a while, but I feel like we had to because it's just not normally covered. Like they go, hey, look, if you really want to be covered for stuff that we know is going to happen all the time, your regular insurance won't cover it, so pay extra to get this.
It'd be funny if like the life insurance companies, when these reporters go and try to work out their plan, and it's like, yeah, we're not covering you, man. We saw your last report where you're out in the hurricane.
Yeah,
we don't want to bank on you.
Another good reason to live in Seattle. I mean, we get wind, in the winter, but I mean, really, the extreme weather is not a problem for us for the most part.
Not along those lines. No.
Yeah, I mean, we had that one earthquake almost 20 years ago, but that's like the last I've heard of any like that's affected the city.
Yeah, I moved to Wisconsin back in the day, and
back in the day,
I lived there for about 6 weeks. Dealt with 2 tornado warnings. Watched a tree basically do a 90-degree angle over my car, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving."
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Sucked.
Yeah, dude. You get the big winters up in the Northeast. You get those nor'easters. You get the massive heat in the in the southwestern states. I don't know, man. I think we're doing okay up here
until the volcano erupts.
Oh, why do you got to bring that up? I mean, they are saying that Mount Rainier. It's like they're saying it's one of the ones that they think it could. That wouldn't be good. I guess Mount St. Helens wasn't good.
Yeah, that would be
I wasn't here for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can ride out the storm of life before
Mount Rainier would be a beating.
Yeah,
that would be a beating if that went off.
It looked beautiful, though. I mean, for the last 20 minutes of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, I'd have the sickest Instagram story feed.
I was gonna say the best selfies ever with it. Just
yeah. Oh, the Rev would be living his Walking Dead dream though. He'd be out there living.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Yeah. When the apocalypse comes, I know I'm screwed.
Yeah, you are. You're not Rick Grimes, buddy.
Yeah, okay. That's not going to work out for me.
You remember that fat guy that basically Shane killed? That would be you. Remember when
spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Big fan of that guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've all made some dumb, drunken purchases before, but one couple got so drunk, they said, hey, let's buy a hotel. Yeah, this is awesome. I'll tell you about it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Tell you, man, when people get married, they love to get after it. Oh, and a 33-year-old a woman named Gina. Woman, you're now my woman. We're married. She's from London, and her 35-year-old husband, Mark, went on their honeymoon to Sri Lanka back in December, and they loved the small hotel they were staying at. Just loved it. And one night they were about 12 glasses of rum deep. Oh, this is my kind of couple. They found out that this hotel was going to shut down because the owners either couldn't or wouldn't make the lease payments. This sounds like a bloody movie that I saw, The Great Marigold Hotel or something like that, with our buddy Dev Patel.
Oh, I was saying, it sounds like the plot to like a really bad Adam Sandler film with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, it was about a hotel, and I think in the Sri Lanka area that was closing down. And these guys were like right there, and they were like, man, they were so trashed. They found out the hotel couldn't make their payments, so they thought, you know what? They took a look and found out the payments were around $40,000 total for 3 years, and they thought, in 3 years we're going to be able to make $40,000 total payments. Sure, we'll buy the place. Of course, again, they were drunk on rum.
Yeah, like I'm reading one article about this, and the headline's great. Couple gets rum drunk, buys hotel.
Yeah, that's what happened. And they're not rich. So once they sobered up, they realized, oh, no, what are we going to do? We now have this stupid hotel, and we got these bills.
And then they found out that she was pregnant. So then they're just like, wow, we owe all this money from the wedding. We have a kid on the way. Yeah. And we bought a hotel while drunk. Apparently, it's a 7-bedroom bed and breakfast type of hotel.
So they had to sink in $8,000 for renovations. They reopened this bed and breakfast in July, and they're calling it the Lucky Beach Tanjal, and they say that fortunately for them, business has been good. Oh, I see.
Dude, that's a cool little place.
Yeah,
nice little spot right on the beach.
Oh, dang, dude. All right. Jeez, I want to go there just to hang with those folks. Say, hey, dude, I love that you bought this place. I read about it, and here I am.
I love that the most recent Instagram post from this hotel, the Lucky Beach Tanjal place. The first picture I see is a picture of a bunch of empty bottles of rum.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and it says Exhibit A.
Party. Good for them,
some
man.
Vodka and rum that they crushed.
So far, the business is going good. I'm happy to hear that, because that again, a drunk decision, that could have been disastrous. But it looks like it worked out well for them, even though you shouldn't be making those big life decisions when you're 12 drinks deep.
They were in Esquire magazine, headline story, I got drunk and bought a hotel on honeymoon.
Wow.
Couple duo loved honeymoon hotel so much they bought it. So they're getting all this publicity. I don't know when I'm going to be going to Sri Lanka, but if I was, I'd like to go check this place out.
It looks pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks very, it looks tropical, which is what I'd dig in a place. I don't know how far it is to get there, but all right.
I give him credit. The most I've ever done while drunk is throw up in a bar. So
hey, that's
never made a business investment.
I've seen that.
Or enter a pie eating contest.
That too.
This past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Danny. You've got to really up your drunken decisions, okay?
Apparently.
That's what you got to do.
Look at this. You book 3 nights and you get a complimentary breakfast each day for 2.
Oh, nice.
Breakfast ain't cheap, BJ.
What about the rum? I think there should be some rum-based specials based on the fact that that's how they bought the hotel, being trashed on rum.
I think once you check in, you have to do a shot of rum. And then they try and get you so drunk that you buy the hotel off.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That should be like their thing.
Oh, man. I love that.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So this couple got so drunk on their honeymoon that they bought the hotel that they were staying at. Based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I got so drunk that I once did blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What was the dumbest thing that you've done while inebriated? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts, after cake on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Couple got so drunk on their honeymoon, they said, hey, no, we need to buy ourselves a hotel. So based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I got so drunk that I once did blank. What was the dumbest thing you've done while inebriated? No, we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh. Okay, hold on. We got to put him on hold.
Yeah.
Okay, tell Robert that's a bad thing to say, and we're not going to go to him right now. We're going to go to Kyle in Pacific and see
even if it's in a different language.
Yeah.
We still can't curse.
Tell Robert that he's got to be a good boy, and maybe we'll get back to him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to...
Look, I learned something in Spanish class. Even I knew what's up.
I didn't know that was a bad word.
That's right.
Oh, I mean,
high school came back to haunt me. They came back.
And I've been watching the Mayans Motorcycle Club. You'd think I'd know Spanish by now, but I really don't. So, yeah. All right, Kyle in Pacific, you are on The Rock.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, Kyle, what's up, buddy? What did you do when you were drunk?
So when I was in college, I went to we lived up in Shoreline, not too far from the Dicks up there.
Oh yeah,
and so we used to drink and go up there. And well, our buddy was driving us up there. I was gone and just toasted, and so get out of the car, and it was an older, light blue Oldsmobile, kind of a unique looking car, but there happened to be a very similar one there at the same time. It was maybe 1 a.m. Of course, there's cops outside Dick's at that time of night. And I got out, went up to the counter and ordered my stuff, but got back in the other vehicle that looked similar. So someone
nice
car. And it was an older lady. She had a kid with her, and she was in the front seat. And I was just looking in the rearview mirror at her, and I was trying to process the fact that it wasn't the same person that drove us there. And she was actually super nice about it. But she said, "I think you got in the wrong vehicle." And this whole time, there's a police officer watching what I'm doing.
Oh, so he was making sure you weren't trying to pull a move.
Yeah, he actually was laughing about it afterwards, and he came over, and at the time it was my girlfriend, now my wife, but told her, "Hey, make sure he gets home okay."
Yeah, I mean, it could have went really bad if you weren't at that restaurant and offered up a Dick's Deluxe into some random person's car.
That's a good point, yeah.
You could get into a little bit more trouble for that. Yeah,
I think they call that soliciting, don't they, Steve? Yeah.
Now I want a burger.
All right, should we take a chance back on Robert?
Absolutely.
All right, let's
There's
go
a
back
harmless mistake.
Yeah, let's go back to Robert in University Place. Robert, welcome back to the show, sir.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing all right. I won't say that word. So, how about you, Robert? We know what you can do when you're sober. What was the crazy thing you did when you were inebriated?
Oh, buddy. Okay, here we go. First of all, I thought female dogs in heat was an okay word to say on here. I hear it all the time. My apologies. But here's what I did. I was in the Army, and I was in Augusta, Georgia, right outside of Fort Gordon. About 3-4 in the morning. I've always been a weed smoker, but in the military you can't do that, so I was a drinker. Me and my buddy Jeff were the last two survivors at the party. I'm getting ready to pass out on the bedroom floor there in the hotel at the Econo Lodge, and out of the bathroom walks Jeff in his running shoes, a pair of sunglasses with a towel over his shoulder, and that's it.
Yeah.
Birthday suit ready to go, and I'm like, "Jeff, bro, what are you doing?" And he looks at me. Yeah, he's like, "I'm going swimming." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "The pool's locked, bro." He's like, "Don't care. Going swimming."
Going swimming.
Yeah,
I had
something about it. Yeah, it struck me as genius.
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, what place has a pool open around that time? But yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah. And how many people do you see really walk with their shoes to the pool and that's all they've got? Yeah, that's it.
I think we may have been the only two.
Yeah, that may have been it. I appreciate the call, Robert. And I'm going to have to also call Vicky out because maybe Vicky doesn't know Spanish as well as she thinks she does.
Oh, no, that's a bad word.
It is a bad word. Oh, so he doesn't know that doesn't mean what he... Yeah,
it kind of means the same thing, but this is worse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It means bitch, but it also means the F word.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's a double doser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, you got to be. That's the thing. You got to be careful because
two birds, one bad word.
Yeah,
it's interesting what is bad and what isn't. Like, you can call someone an idiot here; it's whatever. But if I said idiot to like a family member, even as a joke, they will get mad. That is a lot worse in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Idiota.
Idiota is much worse in Spanish.
Yeah, it's not a curse word, but it means something worse. Like it's
wow,
more insulting, I should say.
Take it more personal.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Fanny. Fanny means the front body part in England, as opposed to the backside here in America.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a word I don't think they say a lot because of that. But it's like, I really shouldn't say that in mixed company.
Word.
Yeah.
I like this text. It's just very simple and stupid, and it involved someone getting drunk. It says, "I was so drunk that I cut down a tree that was planted in the sidewalk downtown where I used to live. They never replaced it."
Oh!
Like, what was going on in that guy's head at that moment? He's like, "This tree needs to go."
I'm an arborist, I tell you. And I tell you that tree's got to go. Let's go to Ben in Linwood. Ben, you are on the rock.
Good morning, friends. How's it going?
Not too bad. Ben, how about you, man? What did you do to getting so drunk?
Well, I was like 20 years old, totally legal to drink, and I'd just gotten out of a long relationship, so I was just getting super drunk. I was supposed to hook up with a girl at a party, and we'd been planning it and everything. We got to the party, we were hanging out. She decided to hook up with another guy and his girlfriend, so I couldn't really blame her. But I decided to get super drunk, and I got just very, very, very drunk on 151 milkshakes, which is a bad idea. Don't do that.
Oh, man, sounds good, though.
And so I decided to pretend to be asleep because my friend was trying to keep me in check. So I pretended to sleep and be too drunk to walk. And the second he let his guard down, I jumped up, ran up the stairs just so I could see that threesome.
Oh, damn. So I'm
going to be part of it.
You busted in on that, and did you get to be part of it and make it into a foursome?
No. I got to be the one that they yelled, Ben, get out of here.
Oh.
That's never the fun role in that situation.
See, that, you know what? That's not a giving society. Everybody's having a good time, and poor Ben can't join in.
Well, it's not like as if anyone could just join in.
I think you should at that point.
You need to get consent. Ben can't just pop in.
No, they should let him in. No, I don't say he should invade. I'm saying they should invite him in is what I'm saying.
No.
Oh. That's what I'm saying.
Just because he's there?
Yeah.
It's like a participation
you've already got multiple people involved. Well, I don't understand why everybody can't have a good time at that point.
Well, would you want to participate with your buddy, with a dude?
Well, at that point, too, there's
the
4 people.
Right.
Yeah, the ratio was right. There's 2 on 2.
Yeah, maybe one of the girls just wants one sausage and wants one lady.
I understand that. I'm saying be more giving in life. Be more inclusive. Poor Ben's got nobody.
Really? You're the one that's saying?
Well, I'm sure Ben's got somebody.
At that point, he didn't have
those 3.
All he had was his hand tonight. He was like, basically, pink was in his head going, this is what you're getting tonight, buddy. That's it. All right, Ben. I tried to advocate for poor Ben.
In the future, when you know BJ's wife is in town, just pop over to his house, knock on his door, and then BJ, you have to invite him in.
There's only 2 of us at that point, but if there's multiples already beyond the 2,
just because there's 3 doesn't mean that they want 4.
I know. I'm saying they should want to be inclusive. Nobody should be forced to do anything, but have a heart. You got 2. You got 2 on 1. Make it 2 on 2. Make it even.
This isn't like a game of duck, duck, goose.
I think it should be. Maybe I'm the Ben of this equation, and I'm tired of it.
Really weird.
Yes.
Like even more than...
What, weirder than a threesome? I'm just saying, why can't people be inclusive?
There's nothing weird about a threesome. It's weird that you just assume that someone else should be included just because he shows up.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's what I am. It's what the world needs. More love, baby. All right, let's go to...
I'll give Ben your address.
Let's go to Johnny.
Show him the love.
Hey, Johnny, you're on the rock.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Not too bad, Johnny. What did you do while you were inebriated?
Well, it sounds like there's a bit of a 151 trend here, but I was drinking 151 and Blue Carousel, little Vulcan Mind Probe.
Oh, damn, dude.
And not the greatest, but apparently, I very hardly remember this, kind of blacked out, brown out state, but I left the party. We were at my house, at my buddy's house down the street, and I kind of wandered around trying to go home, and what I ended up doing is going into an apartment complex immediately adjacent, and I guess started trying doors until one of them was unlocked, helped myself in, and slept on the couch.
Damn.
And luckily, the guys there were cool about it. In the morning, I was stirred out of my sleep by a guy asking, "Who the hell are you?" And unfortunately, unbeknownst to me, when I got home and looked in the mirror, I was covered in dirt and blue all over. So apparently I evacuated my stomach all over myself and got really, really dirty.
Looked like a homeless Smurf.
I think it was before I got to the apartment because there wasn't any piles of blue anywhere in the apartment, so that was good. But the greatest part is my brother heard about this dirty blue guy sleeping on a couch at a party the following day and got the whole scoop. So he was able to hear the whole story because I kind of only had parts bits and pieces. So.
You know what? I appreciate the call, Johnny. Why don't people just lock their joints? Because you know what? It's just an uncomfortable situation. This just happened to me.
Yeah?
It's not good.
You went into somebody's place?
Yes. I was visiting in Boston. I'm visiting my mother-in-law, and she lives in an apartment building. And the way they have it labeled, you forget which floor she's on. Mm-hmm. She's like in building 5, so everything's got a 5 above it. So I always think, her apartment number starts with a 5. So I think I'm on the 5th floor. So I go to the wrong floor and go to what I think is her apartment. It's not her apartment, but the damn door's open because my mother-in-law left the door open for me to get back in. And I walk in, and there's a lady at the kitchen table just for some reason deciding she's only going to wear her bra.
Because she's in her own home.
I know, but when you're old and you leave the door open, you shouldn't be pretty much almost naked.
So at what point did you pull out your pen and say, "Dear Penthouse, I never thought this was going to happen to me"?
Dude, the thing was, the look on her face was like she was happy to see me, and I was like, what?
You weren't happy to see her?
No.
Well, she was probably going to ask you to join. That would have made you a happy boy.
Yeah. What if she she was
Yeah.
having a threesome and said, hey, join on in.
Oh, I would have appreciated that.
Room for one more.
But it was awkward. You're just like, wow, there you are. Just, this is how you're sitting around your house. Like, granted, it's your house, but still, why'd you leave the door open?
My old roommate had that problem. When he would get drunk, he would accidentally, because we were an apartment manager, so our key was the master key.
The master key.
That opened all the apartments, but it also opened ours, so we just used that as our key. But when he was drunk, sometimes he would just not realize which, because it was 4 units, it was 4 buildings for our apartment, so he would go into and they all looked kind of the same.
Oh, boy.
So he would go into what he thought was our apartment, but open up the door unlocked just fine.
Yeah.
Go in there, grab a beer, and next thing you know, the person's like, why are you here?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
sorry about that.
The only time I ever came close to that was the last time we went to Vegas and we were all wasted, and you, me, and Uncle Chris, and I was going back to my room, and it was one of those things where the room numbers were all the same, but it was different, like, sections of the hotel. It was all
that was a confusing hotel.
So I went to the wrong part of the Monte Carlo. And I was in the wrong section, but the right room number. And I'm putting my card in, getting annoyed, rattling the handle. Some guy opens up the door, he's like, "Can I help you?" And I go, "Nope, this is not my room." Clearly,
Whoops. Sorry about that.
Peace.
Did he invite you in for a little?
He did. He was having a threesome.
That's awesome.
And they said, "Come on in."
Congratulations.
We have chicken wings, too. So I ate the wings and watched.
All right. I got to tell you about this plane that was delayed. Why? Because someone brought a squirrel on the plane. Oh, yeah. And now that person wants to sue. You're going to hear from her at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.